Hello, I'm Jennifer Leon Hill, and I'm the author of Unlocking the Classroom Door, and I'm here to talk to you today about education. My oldest son is 30, and when he was in middle school, he brought home a book. Now, back in those days, they had a program called AR, Accelerated Reader, and he was to be reading books and taking a little quiz and passing these quizzes in order to get a decent grade in language arts. He could never pass the quizzes. It was always very upsetting, but he would go to the library over and over and bring home a book, read it, and then he would take the test in class. One time he brought home the book. He always brought home the books, and I always looked at the books that he brought home from the library. And I noticed in one of the books there was some very disturbing content, some sexual themes, a little bit about some forced sexual themes. And I remember snatching the book out of his hands and saying, "Who told you to check this book out?" He said, "Well, Mom, it's on my level, so I am going to read it and take the test." And I said, "Absolutely not." So I went to the library and I asked the librarian, and she said, "Oh, no, this is a very popular book. It's middle school level. It's fine. It's appropriate." And I said, "Absolutely not." I ended up going through to the administrators and saying that this is absolutely unacceptable and this book needs to be removed from the library. This content is not appropriate for middle schoolers, maybe high schoolers, but not middle schoolers. They're 13, 14. Definitely not. And it was removed. He got another book and he went on. Now, I bring up that story because I want to talk to you about people who are saying children should not be bringing home homework. I understand. It's not easy. It's kind of a conundrum. But wouldn't you, as the parent, want to see what your child is doing in class, what your child is reading, what your child is studying? It's kind of a snapshot into the classroom without you having to go to the classroom. By them bringing home work that they're working on, books that they're reading, things that they're doing, you can see. So when I see people post on social media or make comments that says, again, like I said in my last video, teachers have 8 hours a day with them, they should get everything done. These kids should not bring home any work. Home is for home, school is for school. I just think to myself, are you absolutely uninterested in what your child is doing in class? Do you absolutely not want to know anything that they're working on, studying, learning, reading about? Because for me, I always wanted to see what they were working on. I always went through their backpacks. I always checked their papers, and if they didn't bring home papers that they had worked on at home, later I would say, "Where's that paper? Was it graded?" "Well, the teacher didn't grade it." So then I would contact the teacher, and the teacher said, "Yes, it was graded, it was sent home." 99.9% of the time, you really should believe the teacher. And I would check, lo and behold, there it was. I would find it, and we could go over it together. But I think that school is a process that is between the parent and the child and the teacher. It is very important that the three work together and know that they are all working together. When a child knows that the parents don't communicate with the teacher, and they know that their teacher doesn't communicate with their parent, they know they can get away with anything. They can say anything. They can be duplicitous if they want to be. I know our children are all perfect angels. They never lie, they never cheat, they never steal. But, you really should think about that and ask. Trust, but verify. Thank you so much. And if you like my content, I ask that you follow and like my page. Thank you so much.